Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, August 14th, 2023. Joshua Tree and the National Park experienced unprecedented traffic and congestion over the weekend, owing to visitors coming out to view the Perseid meteor shower over the weekend. Joining us with more is Robert Hayden.
Saturday night was a shock to most in the Morongo Basin, even those who were expecting an uptick in visitors over the weekend. All roads leading in, out, and through the National Park were congested from both lanes. The National Park told Z107.7 that over the weekend, all campgrounds were full and all parking lots were filled to capacity. Many cars were parked alongside the road and getting stuck in soft sand, with an Instagram post from the park showing some cars illegally parked on protected land. The National Park encouraged everyone on Sunday to stay home to view the meteor shower and avoid the congestion that stretched back for miles at both entrances. Park staff declined to provide numbers regarding park attendance over the weekend, but the number of people within the park could be record-breaking. Residents of the Morongo Basin experienced major delays along 29 Palms Highway Saturday night as visitors flocked to the National Park and surrounding areas to catch a glimpse of the meteor shower. Alta Loma, which runs parallel to Highway 62 and leads to Park Boulevard and Joshua Tree, saw long lines of traffic heading toward the park, and social media posts showed long lines of headlights and brake lights snaking down Utah Trail and Quail Springs Road. Traffic continued to be dense even in the early Sunday morning hours through to the afternoon, as some of these visitors departed the area, causing major delays down the Morongo grade. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
Sunday saw a drop in visitors to the National Park and the Morongo Basin, possibly due to the park's encouragement that people stargaze from outside the park, alongside monsoon clouds that settled over National Park and the end of the weekend's typical drop in tourism as people returned to their homes before Monday. 2 people were arrested on suspicion of possessing a loaded ghost gun near a public event at Lucky Park in 29 Palms. County Sheriff's deputies assigned to the summer movie night event at Lucky Park last Thursday report seeing a vehicle driving erratically in the park's parking lot at around 10:45 p.m., which they determined posed an immediate threat to attendees at the event, which is hosted by the city of 29 Palms. Deputies conducted a traffic stop, during which they say occupants of the vehicle, identified as Javon Johnson, a 26-year-old resident of Joshua Tree, and Austin Wagoner, a 24-year-old resident of 29 Palms, were in possession of a loaded firearm with high-capacity magazines. Deputies say that the firearm did not have serial numbers, something that is commonly called a ghost gun. Because Lucky Park is in close proximity to 2 public schools, Jayon Johnson and Austin Wagoner were arrested on suspicion of possessing a loaded firearm within 1,000 feet of school grounds and booked at the Morongo Basin Jail on $50,000 bail. A pursuit through Joshua Tree led to an arrest in the early hours of Thursday morning. At approximately 12:40 a.m., County Sheriff's deputies from the Morongo Basin Station report that a Nissan Maxima driving east on 29 Palms Highway near El Reposo Circuit in Joshua Tree did not have any lights on. Deputies say they attempted to conduct a traffic stop, but the driver, identified as Tommy Lawson II, a 31-year-old resident of 29 Palms, failed to yield, and a pursuit ensued along 29 Palms Highway. Deputies say that Lawson eventually turned onto White Feather Road, ultimately stopping in the parking lot of the High Desert Medical Center, where he was immediately detained. Tommy Lawson II was arrested on suspicion of evading a peace officer in a vehicle and driving without a valid driver's license and booked into the Morongo Basin Jail. He has since been released. The Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors held a special meeting on Saturday morning at Covington Park's multipurpose room. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has the recap for us today.
This special meeting was called to fill the remaining 5th seat of the board, to replace the vacancy left by Fire Commissioner Michael Emery, who resigned in June, and to hold a public budget workshop to discuss the preliminary budget for the 2023-24 fiscal year. Starting with public comments, a wave of support was voiced for Steve Hayden to fill the remaining seat. Facing no opposition, the board voted Hayden in unanimously, which was followed by Hayden's prompt swearing into the board by Fire Chief and General Manager James Brakebill. Interacting with attendee inquiries, the board spent the following 2 hours dissecting and explaining the MVCSD budget from June 2022 to June 2023. While the MVCSD is tackling concerns which have sent them far over budget this fiscal year, President Gorky's, quote, basic calculations assured approximately $150,000 was an exception to this last fiscal year that won't reoccur the year to come. Financial Director Johnny Tolbert cited fire department maintenance, including fire truck and massive mold abatement from the crew's kitchen, along with an overhaul of tree trimming in Covington Park, made this year's swollen budget exceptional. Moving forward, Chief Brakebill brought good news regarding the budget, including working with Morongo Basin Ambulance to swap out medications close to expiration to higher call volume areas outside of Morongo Valley, which he predicts will save 40 to 50%. Cutting costs further, Brakebill mentioned OSHA's new regulation that station uniforms now meet requirements to fight wildland fires, cutting the expensive wildland pants out of required uniform. For additional padding on the fiscal year budget, Brakebill also stated that the Morongo Valley Fire Department has recently received 2 grants, the Assistant for Firefighters Grant as well as the CAL FIRE Grant. The Morongo Valley CSD will be holding their regularly scheduled meeting this Wednesday, August 16th. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Expect night delays on 29 Palms Highway east of 29 Palms this week as Caltrans continues work on State Route 62. Caltrans continues their asphalt rehabilitation project between 7 p.m. and 5 a.m. this week. Delays are expected to be 15 minutes, and the closure will be between the City of 29 Palms and Vidal Junction. The California Highway Patrol will be on hand to assist with traffic control and safety. For updates on closures, you can sign up to receive emails from Caltrans at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. The California Department of Public Health will be hosting a vaccination event today and tomorrow at 2 different Morongo Unified School District campuses. Assignment reporter Gabriel Hart rejoins us with more.
For Monday, August 14th, the vaccination clinic will be held at La Contenta Middle School from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. For Tuesday, August 15th, the vaccination clinic will be held at 29 Palms Junior High from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. A parent or guardian is required to accompany children under the age of 18. Please bring your child's ID and vaccination card. To schedule your appointment, please visit the link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
The Boys and Girls Club is having an open house today from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Families who go will receive free school supplies from that Pack the Bus event for their school-aged children. There will also be free haircuts. Thank you to those who donated those supplies during the Pack the Bus event. Now is the time to see those goods out into the world. When seeing a doctor requires a long drive, some people wind up not getting the care they need. But sometimes the medical care can come to you. Here's reporter Stacy Soley with a look at a medical event coming to Wonder Valley.
In celebration of National Health Center Week, Morongo Basin Healthcare District's mobile medical unit will be stationed at the Wonder Valley Community Center at 805 26.5 Amboy Road, Tuesday, August 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. In addition to offering primary care, medical providers will also perform screenings and, if necessary, prescribe lab tests and refill prescriptions. This program aims to make it possible for anyone to see a healthcare provider for a nominal cost. Medi-Cal, IEHP, Medicare, and most private insurances will be accepted, and the uninsured are also welcome. Fees will be adjusted based on household size and income. Appointments are encouraged. To make one, call 760-365-9305. Walk-ins are also accepted. The mobile unit is an extension of the Morongo Basin Community Health Center, one of 1,400 community health centers nationwide. For more information, visit morongobasinhealth.org. For Z107.7, this is Stacy Soley.
And finally, blood is desperately needed in the Morongo Basin. To that end, Livestream will be holding a blood drive tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Marine Corps Communication Electronics School on the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms. Healthy individuals at least 15 years of age may donate blood. Donors receive a free mini physical. Please set an appointment by calling Livestream at 1-800-879-4484 or visiting lstream.org. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.